the process of getting the most out of your money. In this presentation, I'll cover what budgeting is, essential vocabulary, the importance of budgeting, strategies in early adulthood, saving for retirement, and indicators that you have a healthy budget. What is budgeting? A budget is an organized plan for saving and spending based on income and desired expenditures. It's how to use the money you make to get what you want while avoiding debt and saving money for the future. Essentially, a budget acts as a roadmap for your financial journey, guiding you towards financial stability and avoiding debt. To better understand it, you have to understand some important vocabulary first. Common vocabulary terms that most people don't know are fixed expenses, which are regular, unchanging expenses like rent or mortgage payments, flexible expenses, which are expenses that can vary each month, such as entertainment or dining out, and variable expenses. These are costs that can fluctuate, impacting your budget. Many more vocabulary terms exist also. Some include cash flow, the difference between your income and expenses, disposable income, the amount of money you have available to spend after taxes and other deductions, emergency funds, savings set aside for unexpected expenses or emergencies, investing, allocating money into assets with the expectation of generating income or profit over time, net worth, which is the total value of your assets minus your liabilities, and budget deficit. This is when your expenditures exceed your income. Why is it important? Budgeting is important during every point in your life. This is because during every point up to retirement, you are saving for retirement, and it's impossible to allocate money for retirement without a strong budget. It's also easy to fall into debt without budgeting and make irresponsible financial decisions that you'll end up regretting later. This is why every consumer should seek a strong budget, since it allows them to get the most out of their money. Budgeting allows you to prepare for emergencies. Building an emergency fund can protect you from unexpected financial shocks. It also helps you achieve your financial goals. These can be goals such as buying a house or renting an apartment or buying your dream car. The most important part about budgeting is it allows you to do all of this while avoiding debt. Proper budgeting helps prevent overspending and reduces reliance on credit cards and avoiding the many pitfalls of debt. Budgeting in early adulthood. This is considered by many the most important phase for budgeting, as the earlier you start, the more you tend to save for retirement. Starting to budget in early adulthood sets the foundation for long-term financial success. Here are some key strategies. Track all expenses. It's easy to overlook small expenditures, but these can add up quickly. Recording every expense helps you understand your spending patterns. Two good tools to use are two apps called Good Budget and Pocket Guard, which track your expenses and send you notifications to help you better allocate your money based on purchases you make. It's also important to set realistic goals when budgeting, especially in early adulthood. Avoid setting overly ambitious goals that don't consider your fixed, flexible, and variable expenses. For example, if you're budgeting for a luxury car, you need to account for insurance and rent. If you don't account for factors such as insurance and rent or daily expenses, this can lead to financial strain. You need to prioritize debt payments as well. Ignored debt could lead to overwhelming interest and financial instability. Make debt repayments a priority in your budget, especially if repayments have compound interest. Saving for retirement. The most important takeaway when saving for retirement is to start as early as possible. The earlier you start, the more money you'll have put away for retirement later down the road. Even putting a small sum of money away into a 401k plan or similar goes a long way. This could be done using retirement accounts, either set up by you, you and a third party, or usually your employer. It's also important to consider the 50-30-20 spending plan, which is used by many people when allocating a strong budget. The 50-30-20 plan says that 50% of your spending are must-have expenses, such as housing, transportation, and groceries. 30% is allocated to flexible expenses, such as dining out and a gym membership. 20% are your goals, such as college savings, travel, or just leisure expenses. Indicators of a healthy budget include regular savings. You should be able to save regularly, building an emergency fund and contributing to retirement. You should also have positive cash flow. This means that your income consistently exceeds your expenses that you spend each month. This provides a buffer for unexpected costs. It's important to consider that without budgeting, other financial literacy topics such as investing and saving wouldn't be possible. This makes budgeting the most important financial literacy skill to have in your adult life, especially your upcoming young adult life.